Welcome to the chemistry class. In the previous video, we learned about Charles' law and Avogadro's law. So Charles' law states the relation between volume and temperature of a gas. And you know that volume is directly proportional to temperature and it can be written as V by T or V1 by T1 equal V2 by T2. And what about Avogadro's law? It states the relation between volume and number of molecules, where pressure and temperature are kept constant. And you know the molecules are too small. If so, how can you determine the number of molecules? Today we are going to learn a very important concept in this chapter. Let's begin. How much time are needed for counting the coins in a bank? Imagine you are having 10 lakh rupees in your hand. And how much time is needed for counting the coins? Suppose the size and mass are same. It's quite difficult, right? If the mass of a coin is 5 grams, then can you find the mass of 1000 coins? Yes, it's very simple. You can find the mass of 1000 coins if you know the mass of a coin is 5 grams, right? So what is the mass? Total mass is equal to 5000 grams. Let me ask you one question. How will you find the number of coin if the mass is known? Suppose, if the mass of coin in a bag is 50,000 grams, then how many coins will be there? How will you find the number of coins? Yes, the number of coin is equal to the total mass of coin divided by mass of a coin. So you get the number 10,000. Like this, we can calculate the number of particles. Even though they are in crores, we can determine the accurate number on the basis of their mass. Let's see how we can calculate. See an example to find the mass of a single atom. Let's take the mass of A is 12 kg and we want to find the mass of B. How is it possible? We just need a weighing balance. Let's weigh A and B on the either side of the balance. What happens? A is heavier, so it goes down. So we need a small one to compare the weight of B. For that, let's cut A into 6 equal pieces and compare one such piece with B. Again, that piece is heavier, right? So we need a smaller one to compare B. Let's cut A into 12 equal pieces so that each piece weighs 1 kg. Replace that piece on the balance. Now what do you observe? Now it is in equilibrium. So tell me, what is the weight of B? Yes, 1 kg, right? How did you get? Because you know each piece of object A is 1 kg. Now can we say that the mass of B is 1 by 12th of A? Yes. Similarly, we can calculate atomic mass of an atom. The atomic mass of an atom is compared to the mass of carbon-12 atom, which is taken as the standard. Actually, the carbon exists in different physical forms, that is, isotopes. And carbon-12 is one among them. You have learnt about these isotopes in 9th standard, right? Carbon-12 is found everywhere in the nature. Hence, carbon-12 is considered as a standard unit. And atomic mass of an atom is calculated with respect to one atomic mass unit. So how can we define atomic mass unit? The atomic mass of elements are expressed by considering 1/12th mass of an atom of carbon-12 as one unit. Consider one atom of carbon-12. We divide this atom into 12 equal pieces and we take one such piece from this atom. Now can we say that the mass of single piece is one atomic mass unit? Absolutely. This unit is used to calculate the atomic mass of any other atom. Now look at the atomic mass of certain elements. Hydrogen, its atomic mass is 1. helium it is 4 and for sodium it is 23. To learn more about atomic mass, let's see this equation. How many oxygen atoms combine with one carbon atom? You know, 2 oxygen atoms, right? If so, can you tell me how many oxygen atoms combine with 1000 carbon atom? Very good. 2000 oxygen atoms. If so, how can we calculate the accurate number of atoms? Haven't you understood that if the particles are of same mass, it is possible to find out the number of particles? Am I right? On the basis of the mass of carbon and oxygen, the number of atoms are scientifically found out and are given in the table. Observe the table. We know the atomic mass of carbon is 12. The mass is expressed in gram and the number of atoms present in this 12 gram carbon is 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 atoms. Similarly, the atomic mass of oxygen is 16 and its mass can be expressed as 16 gram. Therefore, the number of atoms present in 16 gram oxygen is 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 oxygen atom. Now, how many atoms are present in 12 gram carbon? Yes, 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 carbon atoms. A carbon atom combines with 2 oxygen atoms. If so, how many oxygen atoms are needed for combining with 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 carbon atom? Yes, 2 into 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 oxygen atoms. So what will be the mass of these oxygen atom? If one oxygen carries 16 gram, what is the mass of 2 oxygen atom? 32 gram. Likewise, based on the mass, the number of particles taking part in a chemical reaction can be calculated.